YouTube. Enzo back, bringing you another video review, and today is the turn of ToyWorld H-02 Brainwave. So there he is, and before we go any further, I would just like to wish Spader the Baltmatrix congratulations to him and his wife. He announced yesterday that they're expecting the birth of their son very soon, and he wanted like tips on how we could do this and how we could do that. All I can say, Spader, is as a father of two myself, an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old, you're not gonna, especially the first couple of weeks, couple of months, you're not really gonna have time to do reviews. And all I can say is just enjoy the moment, enjoy being a dad, enjoy your son, and just enjoy everything. You're gonna be so busy, mate. Honestly, you won't have time. So all I can say is, we're all here for you. If you want help, like you said, we'll try and give you tips and things like that. But all I can say is just enjoy the birth of your son. Just enjoy having peace and quiet, just the three of you, and let us do reviews for you so you can just sit down, relax, and enjoy yourself. And again, congratulations. So let's go back to Brainwave. Brainwave is an homage to Brainstorm from the Headmaster series back in G1. A nice updated design, very big, very bulky. A lot of people don't like the X-Wing design. They say it's too Star Wars. I like it. I think it looks really good. A colour as well. He's a very he's very like a seaweed green kind of colour, to be honest with you. It's coming off a bit lighter on camera, but when you get this figure in hand, you'll see it's a little bit greeny. The white is not white; it's a very off-white. So a lot of people don't like the colour, things like that. And Fans Project has got their own version out now, called Smart Robin. That's a bit more sleek, a bit more, I don't have that, so I can't compare it. But to be honest with you, I've had this figure for a few hours now. I've played with him, transformed him. You are getting your money's worth. I picked this up at Kapow Toys, as I stated in my previous video, on sale, and I think I got my money's worth. He has a few faults. He's not 100%. A few bits and bobs I'm not happy with. I'll get those to you in the transformation. But looking at him now, he's a very, very nice figure, and he's a very big, bulky Voyager size. So, you're going to get your money's worth. I'll just give you a quick 360 of everything now. I will say the details on this figure are fantastic. Everything is detailed, sculpted. Great. Could use a few more paint apps here and there, but I'm pretty sure Repro Labels can sort that out. Look at the back of the thrusters. The thrusters are nicely detailed. Too big, too small. Thrusters on the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 8 thrusters. I don't know if you want to count these on the back of the guns as well. They look like thrusters. Maybe they're designed to detach and fly off. I don't know. I don't know if he did that in the cartoon, but I suppose it's like a play option if you want to do it. These fold up and down. Somebody mentioned that they're used as air brakes. Yeah, okay. I suppose you could use them like that if you wanted to. Another little bit of a play value, which is cool. And obviously, being a headmaster, we come around to the cockpit, and there he is. I can't remember the name of his headmaster in the G1. I don't think they've given him a name. I think it's just Brainwave. So he's in there now. Let's get him out. Bit of a pain to get him out, because the cockpit will not go all the way up, because obviously these are in the way. So what you have to do, I find, is the best way, is to just fold these panels up, get my trusty screwdriver, get in there, lift up the canopy, and pull out the headmaster. Just close that up now, and we'll have a good look at Brainwave. So it's basically a a scaled down version, a lot scaled down actually, of the finished robot. Everything you see here, you'll see in the main robot. Very, very nice. They have painted his face. There's a bit of sculpting on his face there. Red eyes to match basically what he's got on the box here. Very, very nice. And you can see he's dirty. He's very, very small. Arms are on ball joints, so in and out, up and down, that kind of thing. Be careful with the legs, because they can, obviously they're on ball joints, they move up and down. This one keeps on popping off me, especially when I try and push it forward to put him in the cockpit. It's snapped off, but obviously we just put it back on. But you've got a really good range of motion there, And then all we do for the headmaster, for the head mode, is just basically spin him around at the knees, like that, flip him up, turn him around, and there we go. There is Brainwave in head mode. Very nice. A lot of people do favour this head sculpt over the Smart Robin head sculpt because he's got a faceplate which is more G1 accurate, and Smart Robin doesn't. Again, if he was on sale at Kapow Toys, I would have bought him, but he wasn't on sale, and I didn't have enough to buy. I didn't want to push it, so if he's on sale again, if Kapow Toys have another sale, I'll snap him up. But you can see there with the eyes now, because let me just show you off the box now. I'll bring the box in, because what I was hoping for is basically this. You can see the eyes there, they're supposed to glow. Now, he has got red plastic in his eyes, but there's no light piping, so they're not going to get as bright as that, which is a shame, because that would have looked cool. And I thought only Decepticons have red eyes. He should have blue eyes or something like that. But, you know, trying to angle it up and down, it is a little bit showing through. I can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but a little bit. But again, you know, it would have been nice if that had followed through. But, okay, nope. Never mind, we just got to make do with what we got. Very nice head sculpt, indeed, like it a lot. So I'll just put Brainwave off to the side. Just for transformation, I'm just going to leave the feet up anyway. It'll just save time in the transformation. So we'll just take off the guns, like so. Put them off to the side. Fold the wings down. Fold them over. All the landing gear. And I should mention the landing gear, very nicely moulded as well. They're not wheels, they're skids, which I think is a nice touch as well. Again, something different. So, cool. What do you want to do is I'll come to the wings, give them a little tug, because they tab in, fold them along the hinge, like that, just to get them out of the way. And then just come back here. It's basically going to fold out exactly as you think it's going to do. So just fold out the legs like that. The big thrusters are going to tab into the small thrusters. Just bring the air brakes back a little bit. That'll form the shins or the kneecaps. And then one, and make sure that's closed all the way, and two, and a very satisfying click. They tab in very securely, and then just split the legs open. Come back here to the heels, fold out the heels, one, two, and there's the lower half of Brainwave done. He is top heavy, very top heavy, so I apologise if he does fall over at some point. You just got to make sure that the hips and everything are all, you know, able to hold him. So I find it best that one leg is forward, one leg is back, and he stands a lot better. So there we go. Let me just angle these down out of the way, because they're quite troublesome. They do get in the way, so I do apologise for that. Let me bring the camera up, because he's getting quite tall. With the arms, you've got to separate them first of all. They just tab in the bottom and tab in the top. And what you've got to do, and you've got to angle them out like that, and then give it a little push, and you hear a little click, and they detach. So there we go. That side is better than this side. And then, because if you just pull them straight out, you're going to break the figure. Because what that allows you to do, when you bring the arms down like that, you can see then you've got a little bit of a gap each side. You then rotate around, so the red parts basically have the landing gear facing up. And then what you'll see then is a little tab here, and this is another complaint that people have had. There's a tab here and a little gap there. Let me see if I can bring it in there too. Little gap there, that's meant to tab into that. So we'll just push that now, and 1, 2, 3, push it in, line it up, push it in, that's one done. Push that in again, and it's a bit tricky to tab into, and so, and right, that's it, it's in. Now, a major complaint about this figure so far is when you start to move this figure around in pose and stuff, these shoulders pop out, and a lot of people don't like it. It's a bit of a design flaw, I think. They should have made sure that that wasn't a problem, or maybe like put a bigger tab in, or maybe have the shoulders fit in a bit more. But you know, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do about it really. For the arms, grab all of it. 1, 2, 3, and it's really tight in this one. I'm scared I'm going to break it. So 1, 2, 3, pull it out like that. Same again on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you do need quite a bit of force. I'm just going to angle these wings up out of the way now. So bring the green hinge up, and then rotate the black one down, push it right up against the body like that, and then you can just angle these out on hinges again, and just basically gets everything out of the way and stops the wings from drooping. But he does become very, very back heavy. That's why I want to make sure that everything's out like that. And then under the arms end, those panels, flip them up like that, flip them up like that, bring the arm down, and this arm is a pain, because as soon as you start to rotate it, this has got to go on the outside. As soon as you rotate it there, it makes a horrible, horrible, horrible noise. On this arm, not so bad, nothing at all on that one. But I've seen other video reviews as well, it's not just my figure, other reviewers have had the same problem. That's just annoying. And as you can see there now, the shoulders have popped out, they don't stay in place. I don't mind, I think it gives a bit more range to his arms and stuff, but it is annoying to have something that is meant to lock in, not lock in, so I can see where other people are coming from. And for the fists then, what I do is I just cheat. I just push the front of the nose cone forward in order to get this panel out of the way, like that. The fists can be a bit of a pain in the ass. It's supposed to be, you know, like that, but as you can see, they rotate inside. So like that now, and then once that panel's up in, you push it in like that. Sorry, you didn't see that, I was off camera because I'm such a tool today. Basically, there's the fist, bring it out like that, and then rotate it forward, close up that panel. Same again on this side, open that panel, just push the fist in a little bit just to give you a bit of clearance with your fingers. Push that out, fist goes in like that, rotate it around, rotate it the right way, close up the panel, and there we go. There is a Brainwave in robot mode, and obviously he's missing his noggin, and I've misplaced him somewhere. Where is he? Ah, there's the head. Slot up there, slot there, in he goes, and there we have Brainwave in robot mode. And looking at him, he's a very, very nice figure. I do like him. As you can see now, he's toppling over, so I'm just going to try and get his legs to support him, just because of the weight of those thrusters and the wings sticking off the back. As you can see, they go back quite a bit. Bit of a pain, but once you get him angled, you know, it's alright. So there we go. So his weapons, here we go. I actually prefer what's depicted on the box. I'll just show you the box quickly now. I actually like it where the wings are like that, where his cannons are actually underneath. I think it looks much better. So I'll just put that, but you can, if you want to, your personal preference, you can put them in his hands, and there are other ports as well. And obviously there's one there, and there's one there up on the top there, so you can have them in you know, any way you would like. So I prefer to put them like that, because it's to me it looks different, and you know, different is cool. So there we go, in robot mode with his weapons, and he looks absolutely cool. You know, very big, very bulky, a very good looking figure. So before I do articulation, I'm just going to bring in Transformers Prime First Edition Optimus Prime, so you can see how his scale. You can see that obviously he's bigger than a Voyager. He's, you know, good scale there, good comparison. So he's a good figure. He's going to fit in well with your classics collection. Very, very nice indeed. So articulation, the head is on a very stiff ratchet. That's all you can do. You've got to be careful though, because if you put too much pressure, obviously you will pop off the ball joints on the head there. So just be careful of that. As I said, the arms should lock in at the shoulders. That grey piece should be locked in, and it should only rotate at this piece. If I can just lock one in to show you, it should rotate. And these wings are terrible. There's so much weight there, they fall. So obviously it should rotate at that piece, but obviously it'll rotate at this piece. Well, okay, I personally don't mind it. I know it's a nitpick, but it's okay. Arms in and out. Bend at the elbow. Yeah, a good 90 there. There we go. That's horrible bicep. Not swivel. Oh, horrible. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Rotates at the wrist, which is good. Good pieces now. The legs are on nice ratchets. They go forward, and the good thing is these The waist armour is articulated, so there's a little bit of a hinge there, so you can move it up. So it moves up with the armour, which is good. He's only going to go that far though, unfortunately. He will go off to the side, so you can get him to do full splits if you like. He bends at the knee very well, and there is a rotation below the knee as well. And the feet, obviously they're on hinges, so you can get a little bit of play there. But what's really good is that little hinge that gives you that little bit more articulation, so you can get some really wide stances. Really good poses out this figure. I haven't done any yet, but I have seen pictures of him, and he looks absolutely cool. Very, very nice figure. And I forgot he's got waist articulation as well. So good size Voyager figure. Could use a bit more paint apps. I'm going to get an Autobot. I'm going to get some symbols, some faction symbols from somewhere. But for the 50 quid I paid for him on sale, reduced from to 80, I would pick this figure up. And it doesn't end there. I didn't find this. Somebody else did this on the video. If you come back, you know, the back of his legs. Now, in jet mode, these were folded up. But basically, somebody found out that these are panels. If you lift these panels up as well, you've got jets, which is cool, because one of my favourite poses I got him in was basically just open the wings out, spray them like that, push them up, and like that. And if you can get him on some sort of a stand or something, well, that to me, that just looks absolutely cool. You can just have him, just imagine just having him streaming along, you know, which I think is absolutely cool. One thing I have noticed just by looking on the box, if you have a look at the front of the box, you will see that the top of the wings, they're painted a different colour, and I thought and there's like a fin there, there's no fins on the top. Now, if these were painted a different colour, or they would act to be like weapons, something like these were, that would be a lot more, that would be cool, you know, a bit more playability as well. But, you know, obviously the picture doesn't really resemble the thing, but it looks cool. He does look cool. And another thing as well, in the instructions as well, if you come down to his legs, you can pull these out, just like on the other one, Hardbone, I believe. You've got two on each side. You have got some pretty funky looking daggers. Very, very cool. Nice silver paint on them, nicely detailed. And that's where I prefer to have the guns underneath, because you can hold them either like that or like that. I thought only Decepticons had pretty funky looking weapons like that, so I don't know what you would call these, but you can hold them any way you want. And he just looks badass now. He just absolutely looks badass. Those are really good looking knives, really good looking weapons. And they store in the legs, just tabbed in there. They look part of the robot mode. Fantastic, look absolutely brilliant. And one other piece of playability as well is you can fold the panel down, the fake cockpit basically, so you can have access to the internal panel. It doesn't do anything, it's just a little bit of moulded in detail, but again, it's a little bit of play value. So yeah, very nice figure. Transformation is easy. Some things aren't quite right on the figure, you know, plastic tolerances, and he's squeaking. But as regards to the features, he's got the level of articulation. He's got the jet mode, where he looks like his headmaster. Yeah, he looks absolutely cool. I highly recommend this figure. I wouldn't pay the $80 to $100 what people are. If you want to get him from Kapow Toys now while he's on sale. He does have some faults. Obviously, the colour doesn't agree with most people. He's quite back heavy, as you can see there now. He's toppling over. He is quite back heavy. A lot of people don't like the colour, don't like this. The shoulders don't lock in. He's got that horrible noise at one of his biceps. But he looks good. He stands good. All those little extra features that are put in as well, you know, absolutely brilliant. So I do recommend this figure. If you can get him on sale, get him on sale. Don't pay the full price for him. I don't think he's worth the full price. That's my opinion, but looks absolutely fantastic. So I'll just bring in one more, just bring in Prime now for a comparison. You can see his arm to the teeth there. He looks absolutely fantastic. So yes, I highly recommend this figure too. So that is my review on ToyWorld Brainwave. So thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe. And I've just had a power cut. What a way to finish off a video. So there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. And I will see you soon. Thank you. Ta-ra. Oh, power's back.